Hello, my lovely humans. Welcome back to my channel. I'm FCA. I'm feeling very emotionally dark, and I think a lot of us are feeling like that. So, instead of trying to avoid it, try to come up with something distracting. There's a whole lot of that on the internet. It's been a very dark week, not just because of tragedies that are happening. I'm an American, and my government is, I didn't vote for this, okay? But I wanted to talk about, like, stuff has been absolutely terrible at work. My boss is not a nice person. He doesn't see how he makes people around him suffer and doesn't seem to care. And I had this a lot with a lot of past managers who take advantage of me. And I've had people in my life who take advantage of me. And it's gotten very overwhelming. And then every time I see the news, I'm just like, I feel like I want to be done just with everything because nothing seems to get better. And that really sucks to say. The internet can be a very bad place to be vulnerable because there's always going to be somebody, even a small creator like me, there's somebody who hates me just because they'll think that this is for attention, that it's not real, that it's staged. And I don't have the energy to try to convince or persuade anybody of anything, except that if you're having these dark feelings of overwhelm and you just don't think you can deal with it anymore, you're frustrated and hurt and feel hopeless and helpless, because normally the answer is, if you want something to change, then you change it. You go and you vote to make those changes. But when the people who enforce laws seem to disregard those laws and disregard what you want, and you don't feel represented, what are you going to do to them? And because you could tell your boss off, you'll just get fired. I live in Ohio. It's an at-will employment state. And even though there are anti-retaliation laws, don't want to look too disgusting on camera. I have a pile of tissues here. What? I'm just gonna get fired, and then I'll be upset with my boss even more, my former boss in that case, and I'll be broke. And the job market is terrible, and everything feels terrible. The housing market's terrible. The bills for everything are outrageous, and it's just a lot. And I understand that, and I feel that. And you are allowed to feel angry and hurt and sad. But if you remove yourself, nothing gets better. Just know that nothing gets better. And I had to tell myself this because of those intrusive, terrible, dark thoughts. Because for me, I know I have a lot of people around me who love me, and somebody loves you too. And there's somebody who relies on you. There's somebody who cares about you. And people will miss you. And none of the problems will go away. And your soul, even if you don't believe in ghosts and voodoo, hoodoo stuff, whenever you talk to people who talk with spirit or, ghosts, they're usually tethered to the plane with pain and sadness and intense emotions. You'll still be in pain because the physical part might go away, but there's going to be physical pain for the people you leave behind. I'm not trying to guilt trip you. I'm just trying to tell you, for you, that the problems won't go away. My boss will still be a jerk, just a jerk to other people with one less per person to support them. Because my boss doesn't care about my life. The people in the office, they don't care about my life. They don't care what happens to me one way or another, or they wouldn't be doing the stuff that they're doing, quite frankly. A lot of safety, questionable safety things, not just emotionally but physically too. So like, if you're having problems with people at work, there's still going to be problem people, just to everyone else around them, because they're going to still be here causing those problems. So nothing's been solved there. Your loved ones won't have you there. Their physical pain will keep going forever. Like, unless you have like a toxic family, but I'm talking about the people who love you, not just people who are related to you. Now, in my case, there are people who are related to me who love me, and I have that support. But somebody does love you and care about you. I'm one of them. I don't know who you are. I don't know you personally, but if you're feeling the pain that I feel, I want you here. I want me here. And, wherever you're having kind of poopy government situations, they're still going to be there, being poopy. And, one moment. Your soul's not going to be able to move on. It's not going to heal you. It's not going to help you. Your problems will still be there. My boss doesn't care about my well-being and whether I'm here or not. It's not going to change what the office does. They're just going to keep doing it. I mean, obviously, they don't care. I mean, not even just from an emotional level, just in physical form. They don't care, clearly. So the problems in real life are still going to be there. The people, even if you don't have blood relation doesn't mean anything. I have that support. But I don't know who you are. I'm a random person on the internet. I want you to still be here. I want you to care about yourself, to stay here, and just understand that your soul will retain that pain. Okay? It won't heal. So it's not even, some people say it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. It's not even, or a temporary situation. You'll feel that pain. And and none of it will get better. The government won't stop doing what it's doing just because you're gone, because does it look like they care about life? And that being said, it's easy to be angry, but please understand, and I have to remind myself of this too, that even the people who voted for this, you can be angry, you can be confused and hurt. But remember that they're hurting too. And you're like, they're hurting other people. I understand. But they kind of voted for like this much. Not everything that's happened. And there were a lot of people, if we look at history, World War II, there were a lot of innocent German people who didn't know all that was going on. That was so horrible. It was kept from them, and they legitimately didn't know. They knew that they were hurting from previous situations. When you feel hurt, you go to an extreme. So understand that they feel hurt. There were people who had an undocumented immigrant who hurt them and their family. Okay? That situation occurred and happened. So they're coming from a place of hurt, and it's easy for all of us to get the blinders on and be blind by our own hate. You've heard of blind rage, and that hurt people hurt people. Everyone's hurting, and everyone's trying to find justice. Everyone's trying to find a way to escape that pain. And if you're like, well, all of this, I know that there has been wrongdoing, and it's been enraging. But don't take it out on the wrong people. Don't take it out on whole groups of people, because then we're not any better than the people we're angry at for their behavior. And a lot of them don't know. They're blind by their own sense of hurt. Their souls are hurting too. And what we see as injustice, they see as something finally being done from their perspective. So please keep in mind that hurt is the cause of a lot of this. I'm not excusing any terrible behavior. I want you to look at yourself and control your behavior before you become what you hate. Before you let the rage and the pain overcome you too. Because it's okay to feel rage. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel hurt and sad. But when you act on pain, we see what happens. It's more pain, more injustice, more horror. Don't do that to yourself. So, I was feeling a lot of those bad feelings. And we can get through this together. And I know that it's dark. I know. But being gone, or causing someone else to be gone from your pain, it won't make the pain go away. It won't make the problem go away. And it seems that we're living on an edge of extremes. But extremes don't last forever. So when you feel that rage, punch your pillow. If you punch your pillow on your bed, not a wall, you won't get a broken bone. You won't break somebody else's bones. You will get to express that pain. have yourself a cry, regardless of size, gender, whatever. It's okay to cry. Let that out. And I will link resources below for you to get help when you need somebody to talk to. And don't let hurt rule you. You can have it. You can feel it. But don't act on it. And so, take some deep breaths. Maybe find prayer in your way. And I will talk to you in the next video. So guess what? We both have to be here for that. It's a two-way street. We're now in a verbally binding contract. And I hope you feel better eventually. Even if it's not right now. Express your pain in a pain-free way. Bye, my lovely human.